You think you are addicted to junk food, but that is not the truth at all. You are addicted to texture, and your brain is playing you like a cheap guitar. Like, subscribe, follow, right now. Do it before your snack cravings do it for you. You are not craving chips because they are magical. You are craving crunch, salt, and fast reward, hitting your mouth in seconds. That sounds small. It is not. This is why you are stuck. Your brain does not say, give me nutrients. Your brain says, give me noise, give me bite, give me something that snaps when I chew. Ever notice how nobody mindlessly eats mashed potatoes for an hour? But chips disappear like your discipline on a bad day. That is not hunger. That is stimulation addiction. You sit there watching something, hand moving like a robot, crunch after crunch, and suddenly, the bag is gone. Congratulations, you just got played by texture. You are not broken, but you are acting like it. You snack like a raccoon in a trash can and then wonder why nothing changes. Now here is the fix, and it is almost insultingly simple. You keep the texture, but change the source. Popcorn instead of chips, apples instead of candy, roasted chickpeas instead of crackers. Same crunch, same sound, same satisfaction. But now your body actually gets something useful. You are not removing the habit, you are redirecting it. That is why it works. Technically correct, practically useless is what most diet advice sounds like. Eat less junk is useless. Replace the trigger is powerful. Picture this. You are watching your show, hand moving, crunch hitting, but this time you are not digging your own grave with every bite. That is control. That is strategy. So next time you say I cannot stop eating chips, stop lying. You can stop. You just refuse to change the texture source. Fix that and watch everything else fall into place. You think you are hungry every 2 hours, but that is not hunger. That is a sugar roller coaster beating you up and stealing your control. You eat a sweet snack, your energy spikes fast. You feel amazing for about 5 minutes. Then boom, you crash like a phone at 1% battery. Now your brain screams for more sugar, and you obey like a well-trained snack zombie. This is why you are stuck. You are not weak. You are being manipulated by your own blood sugar. That sounds small. It is not. Picture this. You grab a candy bar thinking it will hold you over. 20 minutes later, you are opening the fridge like it owes you money. That is not bad discipline. That is biology slapping you in the face. Quick sugar goes in fast, burns fast, disappears fast. Your body panics and demands more, and you keep feeding it like a broken loop. You ever notice how one cookie turns into 5 with 0 effort? Yeah, that is not an accident. That is design. You are basically pouring gasoline on a fire and asking why it keeps burning. Now, here is the fix, and it is not complicated. You slow the sugar down. You pair it with fat or protein so it stops acting like a maniac. Dates alone are good, but dates with peanut butter are a different beast. Apple slices alone are fine, but apple with nuts actually stays with you. Now your energy rises slower and stays longer. No spike, no crash, no desperate snack hunt like a lost tourist. You get control back. And let me call you out real quick. If your snacks leave you hungrier than before, that is not a snack. That is a setup. You fell for it again. But now you know better. You are not doing this wrong. You are doing something else entirely. Fix the speed of sugar and suddenly your cravings calm down like a storm losing power. That is how you win. You are out here eating snacks that do absolutely nothing for you and then acting surprised when you are hungry again 10 minutes later. That is not bad luck. That is bad design. Most of your snacks are just carbs and sugar with 0 protein and 0 structure. They hit fast, feel good, then disappear like your motivation on Monday morning. This is why you are stuck. Your body is not asking for more food. It is asking for something that actually satisfies. Protein is the missing piece, and you keep ignoring it like it is optional. It is not optional. It is the anchor that slows everything down and keeps you full. Without it, your snack is basically a joke. Let me paint the picture. You eat a handful of crackers. Crunchy, tasty, gone in seconds. Your stomach is still empty. Your brain is still searching. And now you are back in the kitchen like nothing happened. Congratulations. You just wasted calories with 0 return. Now flip it. You take Greek yogurt, thick and heavy, Add some berries, maybe a little honey. Now you eat slower. You feel it sit. Your hunger actually drops. That is not magic. That is protein doing its job. Same with a boiled egg. Same with a protein smoothie. Same with nuts paired with fruit. You give your body something to work with, and suddenly the chaos stops. And let me roast you real quick. You say you want to eat better, but your snacks look like they were picked by a toddler at a gas station. Bright colors, zero substance. Pure regret. Grow up a little, and your results will grow with you. Technically correct, practically useless is what your current snacks are. They taste good, but solve nothing. The rule is simple and powerful. Every snack needs a job. That job is to reduce hunger and stabilize energy. If it cannot do that, then it does not belong in your hand. You are not doing this wrong. You are just eating snacks that were never designed to help you. Fix the purpose, and everything changes. You think you like crunchy food because it tastes good, but that is not the full story. Crunch is a psychological trap that makes you eat faster, longer, and without thinking. This is why you are stuck. Every bite makes noise. Every bite feels exciting. And your brain treats it like entertainment instead of fuel. That sounds small. It is not. You ever sit down with a bag of chips and suddenly it is empty and you barely remember eating it? Yeah, that was not hunger. That was stimulation overload. Crunch keeps your brain awake and distracted, so you never hit the signal that says stop eating. Soft foods slow you down. Crunchy foods speed you up. And guess what you keep choosing? Exactly. Now let me call you out real quick. You say you have no control, but you keep picking the exact texture that removes control. That is like saying you cannot stop scrolling while holding your phone in your hand all day. Come on now. But here is the twist. You do not need to remove crunch. You need to control it. You keep the crunch, but you add resistance. You switch from chips to carrots, from crackers to roasted chickpeas, from fried junk to air-popped popcorn. Same crunch, but now your jaw works harder. Your eating slows down, and your stomach actually has time to catch up. That is strategy. Here is the insight most people miss. The faster you can eat something, the easier it is to overeat it. That is the rule. And right after this insight, do something smart for once. Like the video, subscribe, and follow, because you clearly need more of this. Now picture this. You are watching your show again, but this time you are chewing something that actually takes effort. You slow down. You feel full sooner. The bag does not magically disappear. That is control coming back. You are not broken. You just built habits around foods designed to beat you. Fix the crunch trap and you take your power back, one bite at a time. You are drinking your calories and acting like it does, not count. And that right there is pure self-sabotage. Liquid calories slide in fast, do zero work, and leave you hungry like nothing happened. This is why you are stuck. Your stomach barely registers liquids the same way it does solid food. So you can drink hundreds of calories and still feel like eating right after. That sounds small. It is not. Picture this. You grab a soda or a milkshake, sweet, cold, easy, gone in minutes. No chewing, no resistance, no signal to slow down. Your brain gets a quick hit. Your body gets flooded. Then, nothing changes. Hunger is still there. Craving still loud. And now you have extra calories sitting there doing damage. That is a terrible trade. And let me call you out real quick. You say you are eating clean, but sipping sugar like it is harmless water. That is not discipline. That is denial with a straw. You would never chew 5 donuts in one sitting, but you will drink the same calories without blinking. Think about that. Now here is the fix, and it is brutally simple. You replace the liquid, not the habit. You still want flavor. You still want something refreshing. You just stop turning it into a calorie bomb. Sparkling water with lemon. Iced tea with no sugar. Protein shakes that actually fill you up. Now your drink either hydrates you or fuels you. No more empty nonsense. Here is the insight you need to tattoo in your brain. If it does not make you chew, it does not make you full. That is the rule. Once you understand that, everything changes. You stop sipping your progress away. You start choosing drinks that either support your goal or at least do no harm. You are not doing this wrong. You are just ignoring the easiest fix in your entire routine. Cut the liquid calories and watch your hunger finally start behaving. You think something is healthy, So you eat unlimited amounts and then wonder why nothing changes. That is not healthy behavior. That is overeating with better branding. This is why you are stuck. Nuts, granola, dried fruit, peanut butter, all labeled clean, all easy to overeat, all quietly stacking calories while you feel proud of yourself. That sounds small. It is not. A handful of nuts is great. 3 handfuls while watching videos is a calorie bomb wearing a halo. You ever open a jar of peanut butter and suddenly you are 5 spoonfuls deep questioning your life choices? Yeah, same story. Healthy does not mean harmless. It just means slightly better ingredients. And let me call you out real quick. You switched from cookies to granola and now you eat twice as much because you think you are being smart. That is not progress. That is a different version of the same problem. You upgraded the label but kept the behavior. Technically correct, practically useless. Now here is the fix, and it is all about friction and awareness. You portion your snacks before you eat them. You do not eat from the bag. You do not eat from the jar. You create a stopping point before you even start. Apple with a measured spoon of peanut butter. Yogurt in a bowl not straight from the tub. Nuts in a small handful, not a bottomless pit. Now your brain has a boundary and your body has a chance to catch up. Here is the insight most people ignore. You do not overeat because food is bad. You overeat because access is too easy and stopping requires effort. Change that and everything shifts. Picture this. Same snack, same taste, but now it ends at the right time instead of never. That is control. That is intention. You are not doing this wrong. You are just letting good food turn into bad habits. Fix the portions and suddenly healthy actually works. You are not just eating the wrong snacks. You are eating them at the wrong time and turning small bites into fat gain without even noticing. This is why you are stuck. Timing controls how your body uses food, and you keep ignoring it like it does not matter. That sounds small. It is not. You snack late at night when your body is slowing down. Energy demand is low, and suddenly those calories have nowhere useful to go. So guess what happens? They get stored. Not because food is evil, but because timing is terrible. Picture this. You eat clean all day, feeling proud. Then at night, you sit down, open snacks, and start grazing while watching something. Hand moves, brain relaxes, awareness disappears. You are not hungry. You are bored and tired. Big difference. And let me call you out real quick. You say it is just a small snack, but it happens every night. Like a ritual you refuse to question. That is not small. That is consistent damage. This is why you are stuck. Now here is the fix, and it is not about starving yourself. It is about being intentional. You place your snacks where your body can actually use them. Midday, before workouts, or when energy is needed. Not right before bed, when your only activity is scrolling and blinking slowly. If you do want something at night, you go light and smart. Greek yogurt, a protein shake, something that satisfies without turning into a calorie pie. Here is the insight you need to understand. Your body treats the same food differently depending on when you eat it. Same calories, different outcome. Ignore that and you keep spinning your wheels. Respect that and things start moving. Picture this. You eat your snack earlier, you feel energized. You move more. You actually use what you consumed. That is efficiency. That is control. You are not doing this wrong. You are just placing your fuel at the wrong time. Fix the timing and watch your results finally make sense. You keep overcomplicating snacks like you need a perfect plan when the truth is you just need one rule that actually works every time. Here it is. If your snack does not slow you down and fill you up, it is not a snack. It is a trap. This is why you are stuck. You keep choosing foods that are fast, easy, and disappear instantly. Then you act confused when your hunger stays loud and aggressive. That sounds small. It is not. Speed is the enemy here. The faster you can eat something, the easier it is to overeat it. Chips, candy, sugary drinks, gone in seconds. Zero resistance, zero control. Now compare that to something that forces you to slow down. Greek yogurt, apples, nuts, boiled eggs. You chew more, you pause more, your brain actually catches up. That is where control lives. And let me call you out real quick. You say you have no discipline, but you keep choosing the exact foods that remove the need for discipline. That is backwards. Fix the environment and discipline becomes easier. That is how this works. Here is the insight you need to lock in. Hunger is not just about calories. It is about time, effort, and satisfaction. If your snack takes effort to eat and gives your body something useful, you naturally stop earlier. If it is effortless and empty, you keep going forever. Now, right before we close this out, do something smart for once. Like the video, subscribe, and follow, because clearly you needed this wake-up call. Picture this. Same lifestyle, same schedule, but now every snack you choose actually works for you instead of against you. No more guessing, no more frustration, just simple decisions that stack results. You are not doing this wrong. You are doing something else entirely. Follow this one rule, and suddenly everything starts clicking into place.